da 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 ba da ba ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 ya da 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 ba ba da la da 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 ya da 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 la da 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 ba da 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 ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da 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 da. I am hoping that there's not delay here. One, oop. Okay, perfect. This is just a game that I keep going back to. The remake is so good and so faithful to the original. I actually am going to try something in the meantime. Gonna mute this for a second. So it might be quiet here for a minute. There we go. Ah, but it's staticky, and I don't like that. Yeah, I really don't like that. That's much better. Unless it's not. That's great. Yikes, okay. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna go with this. Well, here's what I can do, actually. Wait. There we go. Turn this one up. Perfect. Okay. Got that fixed, got that settled. Now I should be able to play right. Perfect. Okay, chat, how are we? If there's anyone here, of course. I'm big chillin' either way. Bowser, most of our allies have run off. What will we do? We've only had experience fighting Mario. These new guys are too much.
Shut up, all of you. I'm the biggest, baddest brute around, and don't you forget it. But if Mario hears I've been kicked out of my own castle, my reputation will be ruined. Even I have an image to keep up, you know. Let's show him who's boss around here.
This part of the game I wasn't like a super big fan of, to be honest. My ma and pa are helping on the mountain. Like, the minecart section is cool, but I'm usually just waiting for the boss. A pretty star crashed down to the mountain. I wanted to see it, but my ma told me it was too dangerous. Ma said she'd go out and find out what's happening, but she's sure taking her sweet time. Where am I at, even, with items and shit? Punch glove, that's what I need. Yes. Symbols, yep. I already have that, cool. All right, great. Should be up to date then. It's just here. Okay, time to go up to the mountain. Please, Mario, you gotta help us. Let me see if I can't pull some people in here. I'm gonna go for about 10 minutes, see if anybody's actually gonna hop in, and if not, then I'm gonna join in on Jackbox. Hi Monarch, how are you? Playing some cool Mario RPG today. I need to fix my lighting real quick. I'm still here, but... 1 second. Monarch, you missed out on Among Us. In case you're curious, there is in fact a VOD that you can watch on this channel. I think that's gonna kind of be what I normally do now, is if I'm able to, I'm just gonna stream more Among Us sessions. Well, speak of the devil, it's that there Mario. Well, I'll be a Goomba's uncle if it ain't him in the flesh. It's fine. You know what? It was really funny. I thought, no, the session actually went really well. But as soon as I said that I was going to stop streaming, that's when everyone just dipped. And I was just like, man, y'all are just here for the clout, huh? Of course. I know you were probably busy with other stuff, but man, it was a really fun session, I'm not even gonna lie. Lucky. Ouch. Double my experience, 100%. Alright, Yoshi. There we go. But it went well, awesome. Monarch, you can kind of help me with this part because I'm going to be getting a lot of luckies here. And I need help keeping track of the Yoshster. I'm going to defend. I stepped on a sharp rock the other day and got hurt. Oof, it still smarts. Of course I want to double my coins. Alright, where's Yoshi?
Left, middle, or right? What you got? You know, Monarch, if you also want to talk, I am in the 1VC. If you're able to, of course. Someone is pinging me. MJ, of course. Hi, Monarch.
What if I told you that there's a place, alright? There's a place. It's on your map.
1 second. Because I could not hear anything that you said. Say that one more time.
Now, what if I told you there's a place? It's really deep underground, okay? It's a cheese, okay? It's where all of the cheese has been stored. Because all the cheese that exists right now on the planet, it's not. It's not cheese. They don't want you to know that. They don't want me to tell you that. Your life is in constant danger now because you know the cheese truth. They'll hunt you down for sport.
Can I make a respectful request, cheese aside?
Yes.
Turn up the input on your mic a little bit because I cannot hear anything that you're saying. I just heard something about cheese.
They'll hunt you down for sport because I told you the cheese truth.
The cheese truth.
We cheese truthers in chat.
The cheese truth. They don't want you to know that all the cheese that exists on the planet is fake. The real stuff, it's hidden in a vault underground.
Wow.
Far, far, far deeper than all of our nuclear missile silos. All of them. Every single ounce of cheese.
Wow.
That's so crazy.
It was all part of an advanced ploy by Wallace and Gromit.
Are you quoting the movie, or am I just like on crack right
No,
now?
I just made that up.
Oh, okay,
That
great.
made up.
How are you, MJ?
Don't. I'm chilling and just sending in auditions. How are you doing, Robin?
I'm doing okay, not sending in auditions, though I would very much like to.
You should totally use it.
Auditions for what exactly?
Well, I can't necessarily say that.
Oh, okay, then.
It's a secret.
Are you scared that I'm gonna get the role?
No, because I know for a fact that you're not part of. You're not able to get this casting call.
Well, you never fucking know, okay?
I mean, I don't. You're right. That is true.
Anyway, it's Toad. Hey, have you heard? There's rare items hidden in the mines. I'm gonna sell them one day.
As a child, I yearn for the mines.
As an adult, I yearn for you.
Well,
Whoa.
it feels like there's a lot of tension going on with Toad and Mario right now. Chat, can we get some pogs?
Monarch, what's going on with you?
I don't know. I'm just chilling.
MJ, was Among Us entertaining enough?
It was entertaining for the little bit that I saw because I had to go to dinner right after I stopped texting.
Fair enough. Now I got you. Just for the time that you were seeing.
Yeah. It was fun. Good meme.
I found the VOD and I commented progressing it Among Us style.
People were saying that they were progressing their victory
So true.
until they win.
Until they win. I commented that on the. I commented on the win the fight stream. She progressing on the victory for like win. Live stream.
I think we spammed it so much that they muted progressive victory.
Oh my god.
which I think is very funny.
That is so funny.
The woke mind virus is trying to shut down progressive victory.
Exactly.
So here's a question. Here's a question that's appropriate for YouTube that I'm curious on y'all's thoughts. I think Monarch, you might have heard this before already. Would you rather have dicks for nipples or a talking pussy?
You've asked this. You've asked.
I have not been asked this before.
Well, so
My-
while we're here,
My answer still remains the same, and that is, well, what does the pussy have to say?
it has a
Like,
mind of its
is
own.
she a bitch?
Well, it could
Is
be.
she a bitch?
She could be.
Okay, well, is she gonna be my best friend, or is she gonna be an absolute dick?
That's not really something within the cards for me to say, you know what I mean?
Well, you're the one who posited this question, so I would assume.
Well, I
you're the one who
understand
has
that,
the
but I
power
can't
to
just, like...
make this reality into fruition.
I can't just, like, dub a personality onto something. That would be fucked up.
Well, you just decided to dub a consciousness upon something that is not supposed to have a consciousness, so that's also pretty fucked up.
I think it's fucked up for you to assume that a pussy can't have a consciousness.
Well, I'm sure that a pussy probably does have a consciousness. It's the one that's in the fucking head.
Or the lips, rather. That's really bad.
I'm gonna fucking punch you.
Oh, holy shit.
Get tracheally punched.
Who knows, I might like that. I've been hanging out with the wrong people too much.
People have you been hanging out with.
Very horny ones.
See, some would say that's the opposite of a problem.
Yeah. It very depends, because it's, like, affecting my personality now, and it's like, I need to tone back a little bit. I need to go back to my cynical self.
Are you saying you can't be cynical and horny?
I need to, like, contain myself, you know what I mean? Because having that side of myself would be way too powerful to bring out. What do you mean that did 2 damage? What do you mean that did 8 damage?
You should also stream the gameplay.
Uno secande, por favor.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to look at YouTube and hear my voice back again.
Hopefully this doesn't just completely shit on my computer. Should be fine. Okay, there we go.
You know what I've had, like, stuck in my head for quite a bit? I've had that one edit of, Despicable Me and Metal Gear Solid stuck in my head. The one to Duran Duran's Invisible.
I can't say that I know what you're talking about, if I'm being honest.
It's a side-by-side of events that happen in both the games and the other stuff.
Who's here? Hi, Shalan. We're on YouTube, so chill.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I know.
Rip.
That being said, Shalan, I have a question for you.
No! Robin, you're evil!
I'm gonna ask it. Would you rather have dicks for nipples or a talking pussy?
Oh, I've seen talking nipples. I've never seen a talking pussy. Dicks for nipples I've seen before, played out, not really my thing.
Talking nipples? You've heard before talking pussy, even though it literally has lips?
Look, I've seen some crazy shit in my day, you know?
I guess so.
I get around.
Round, round, get around.
Yeah, exactly. Love that song. Me when it's the scene of Skips, like, going through the Revolutionary War.
Oh my god, literally.
Yeah. It's me.
It's me.
Oh.
It's me, it's me, it's me, it's me.
Thanks for nipples. Thanks for nipples, yeah.
Really?
For nipples. Yeah.
I don't see it.
Well, actually, no. Well, talking pussy implies I would get a pussy.
That is true. You're going with that one?
Actually,
That is true, but
I
what
just
if
get to skip bottom surgery?
what if she's an asshole though?
Well, then we have a lot in common.
She makes a good point, MJ.
What if this pussy is evil?
This pussy's already evil. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, look. She's brought a lot of dicks to their final resting place. I mean, I don't know.
I'm just saying, talking or not, I know this bitch is evil.
Yeah, I mean, like, look. Everyone loves a bad bitch, you know?
So true.
Monarchy gotta help me out here, man. No, wait, you just no.
It's only
No!
things I can put in I can add to this conversation. Okay.
You see, I'm a professional at playing devil's advocate. Did you know that wearing a color can... Well, I normally actually just wear a color with my girlfriend's name on the tag all the time. I just, like, my skin
Wouldn't
is
that
kind of
make
fucked
people
right now.
confused? Because they would think that that was her name.
Well, no, because it says my name and then owned by my girlfriend's name.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Word that at your job.
What? Oh, I wear a scarf over it if I'm going somewhere formal.
Hey, Robin, girly pop. I'm going back through your YouTube channel.
No, don't do that.
I'm just so it took you 5 years.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means like upon closer inspection, I'm seeing a lot more eggshells than I thought.
Are you fucking dead ass, bro? Are we really doing this?
Wait. Are we talking
just
about
being-
Robin's egg cracking?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
especially considering the Yoshi's egg right now.
true.
I mean, I don't know. Robin seems like they would have been, like, the most egregious egg.
I'm going to fucking just leave the call, if I'm being honest.
Well, I mean,
Sorry, I'll
I can't
stop.
tell my eggs.
No, it's fine. I can take it.
So. Well, I mean, there were some funny bits, but it was more like me being suicidally repressed in a funny way.
Aw.
Mainly going on about how I think everyone just naturally would prefer to be a woman given the choice, like social factors being equal. To my AFAB friend who was coming to terms with being trans mask envy while I was giving the speech, and they were like, "Are you sure you're not trans?" I'm like, "No, I couldn't be. Like the doctor said I can't."
The doctor said you can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That's just funny.
I feel like the doctor might have been wrong there.
If I could,
Miscalculate.
if I knew where he was, I'd probably kill him.
If the doctor was wrong about that, then think about what else they're lying about.
Well, it was specifically one guy who I think I should be allowed to sue into the dirt for malpractice.
If
Oh,
the doctors
damn.
can be wrong, that means we should fry everything in beef tallow.
Oh God, please don't. Look. I just don't even have a rejoinder for that. I'm too tired for this bullshit now.
I actually do want to eat deep fried Oreos again. I only had them when I was a kid once in New Jersey.
I'm sorry.
I can't have Oreos anymore.
I had deep
You
fried
actually have
Oreos
celiac?
When I was a kid in New Jersey, like one
I didn't get diagnosed with celiac until like summer of last year, like last
Oh.
summer. And funny enough, I never responded to depression medication until I stopped eating gluten. So I would just nothing
Oh,
worked to treat my like dangerous levels of depression until I went in for bariatric surgery, and they're like, "Hey, there's a lot of scarring in your intestines, and it looks like an autoimmune disease. We should do a blood test for celiacs."
That is really funny.
Yeah, in an ironic way.
Yeah. That's what I usually mean about fucked up situations, I think. Where it's funny, not in like a funny that it happened to you, but funny like, damn, it really took that
I
long.
think my life is funny in a kind of like Oedipus fucked his mom and killed his dad kind of way.
It's Croco.
That's a way to describe Oedipus fucking his mom and then killing his dad. Or no, wait, opposite order.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, like, he was just trolling, you know.
He was trolling to such a degree that even he didn't realize.
Well, I mean, that's.
I think it were the gods that was trolling him, honestly.
That's true.
That's true.
I mean, honestly, that's like on par with like actual 4chan pranks. So I mean,
How true.
me when there's a literal like legal website for being a stochastic terrorist.
I genuinely think that the Odyssey is probably the greatest example of like a 4chan level prank done by the gods, where it's just Poseidon being like, okay, gang, what if I moved every island 1 inch to the left?
Youch, enough already. Here's your junk. I have a funny story if we're talking about eggs cracking.
Go for it.
When I was in high school, I was in theater and went to a lot of these like theater conventions and stuff, right?
You were in theater and you didn't know you were an egg? Sorry.
We are continuing on because there's even more shit than just that. Well, first of all, I was in a play. It was like a Jekyll and Hyde show, and I was a character where the express purpose was to be playing like a proper British woman. The joke was, oh, they're being played by a guy, but it's a proper British woman. And that's when I learned how to like do makeup and walk in heels. Then at the conventions that we would go to is like the Thespian Society or whatever the fuck. The girls would make it like it was a yearly tradition every time we would go, where the girls would do the guys' makeup and like doll up our hair and everything like that. I ended up getting one of my friends. Her name was Elena. She curled my hair, did my makeup, gave me a crop top and booty shorts, and had me just go out like that.
Pro.
I passed so well that a guy came behind me, grabbed my ass, and said, "You're looking beautiful." I turned around and I said, "Thanks, man," and he ran away.
Shit, that's funny.
That's
Holy
really
shit.
good. I've never been able to pass that well. Maybe one day.
It made me feel weirdly good in the moment, and I didn't think twice about it.
That's probably the most egg thing. That's like gender bender comic like anime level of like egg. That's insane.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, when I like get all dolled up and dressed up as fun, I get clocked as a twink by other twinks who want to pick me up. This was specifically when I was in Europe. Every single twink looked at me and was like, "Oh, hey, you wanna, you know?" And I was like, "Lesbian, lesbian, LESBIAN."
And it's like, well, to be fair, they are European.
They did not get the message.
I think one of the few times I remember like passing in public, some guy who was clearly like high out of his mind came up to me and my dad who were sitting at a bar, and he's like, starts talking to my dad. He's like, "Sorry to interrupt you and your wife."
Oh no.
Oh my god.
he was clearly not in his right mind.
That is funny as fuck, though.
It was. The only other times has been like really dark or it was a tweaker. Oh, I have been followed by like a tweaker before, so that was fun.
Yikes. Did you take him home?
Mostly I just get like hostile glares though.
Am I allowed to ask what state you're in?
Colorado.
Hmm.
I mean, a lot of people just don't care. But I'm referring specifically to people who do, like, have memorable interactions. I mean, when I'm really dressed up and I have, like, makeup, I mean, I'm still clockable, but, like, I'm very obviously presenting as feminine. But usually I just go out in, like, baggy, like, boy mode clothes because I'm too lazy to put on something nice.
I was in San Antonio not too long ago, and a friend of mine dolled me up over there. I had walked into a Buc-ee's, and thing is, like, I look fine, but I'm still very tall, and so people are just like, ugh, because I'm like 6'5". And there was a kid that was looking at me, and they were like, Mom, what's their deal? And then the mom had to like hold them or some shit. I was just like, that's awesome.
That sucks.
I also need to figure out voice shit, because that's my main thing that's been bothering me.
Yeah, I've been working on voice stuff. I don't think I'm doing too good though.
I work on voice stuff, but then I forget to practice it in casual conversation. So like I can occasionally pull out something, but then I just go back to this. And it's like
I don't know, like, where you are now sounds like androgynous borderline passing.
It's androgynous until like I get to I get people looking at me and it's like
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm not even like clockable most of the time, so.
I could be tripping MJ, but I don't hear even androgynous. I think like you're fine, but that's just me. Perspective, I guess, though. Because I'm all the way down here.
that's fair. If I really like am trying to be like super curly, I'll end up trying to like hold on. It's a little hard right now because I've got like a shit ton of mucus in the back of my throat, which is just
Sexy.
oh,
I think my throat's just worn out from using it to do fem voice throughout most of the day. So it's not functioning very well right now.
entirely fair.
I think part of my difficulty with passing is just being overweight. To be honest.
I would never ask a lady her weight.
I mean, it's just like, even
You are a
with
coward.
some weight redistribution, I just don't look very fun.
You are a coward. A real warrior knows that a woman can absolutely actually look somewhat more feminine when a little overweight. That's a
Yeah, no, I understand, but like it makes my proportions harder to, like, in silhouette, harder to, push towards the feminine.
Oh, I get you.
Fuck.
My breasts are getting actually fairly large now, though, so that's nice. I'm still gonna, like, if I ever get the money, I'm gonna make them fucking massive, but...
That's real.
Yo.
That's real as fuck.
Yeah.
The one perk of, being fairly overweight is that I don't have to worry about, an Adam's apple, because it's covered under fat.
LMAO. I need to get on estrogen. I know
It's
this
really
is like-
slow.
I know this is definitely the time.
Fuck.
to get on estrogen, but
You should probably do injections if you can afford it. They work a lot better.
I want to do gel though. I want the goop that turns you into a girl.
Gel is like literally the worst option for so many reasons. Do they even do estrogen gel? I thought they only did that for tea.
No, they do estrogen gel. Also, estrogen gel has like improved in quality very recently. From
Oh.
my understanding. It's also like way cheaper to make.
Hmm. Yeah, injections are the most expensive, but they're also like the most potent.
They're the most potent, yeah. But like, just because it's the most potent doesn't necessarily. It like, I have a genetically coded cup size that I'm gonna get. Just because I do gel versus injections, that does not mean that I'm going to get any less of that genetically encoded cup size.
Yeah, I did not have that kind of faith. I still don't, really. I still think I'll be lucky if it's an uphill battle to have a body worth living in.
What isn't an uphill battle, to be fair?
I mean, uphill battle's putting it generously.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I mean, more of a, you know, hellish slog, but,
What is an hellish slog?
okay.
It's like, well, when you put it like that.
More just, I don't want to elaborate.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I understand what you mean, though. I get it.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm playing Super Mario and I'm having the time of my life.
You got a star. Oh wait, I never did the fem voice. Hold on. I typically pitch it up here, but because of the mucus in my throat, I'll typically try to avoid pushing it a little too hard, and I'll just work on the affect of the way that I actually speak. The way that I do it is I shrink the size of my mouth and my throat, which I've learned through a few exercises with like moving your Adam's apple up and just making your cheeks kind of press in to the mouth to give it a little bit smaller of a...
This? No.
No,
My,
that was...
My, the problem is I can't affect the resonance right now because the little fucking throat flaps are too tired to move. I've been fucking with them all day.
Shit.
Makes me feel really icky though, when they won't move.
I get you. I need this mucus to just the fucking stop. I'm begging it. I'm begging it.
Jarvis, destroy the mucus.
Bro.
Sorry, I'm
Just try
concentrating.
the mucus.
MJ, from what I understand, like the way that I compare it to in my head is it's like changing your voice is similar to like the beat of a drum, if that makes sense, where the bigger the drum is, the deeper that it's going to sound.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah, but like there are plenty of women with deep voices. Like you know, it's having a deep voice does not like mean that you're not gonna sound feminine. It really is just about the way that you carry the voice in general.
it's the resonance primarily.
Yeah. Not to mention mannerisms and various other bits and bobs. A part of it is you need to make your voice a little more sing-songy when you're emoting. Using pitch to emote rather than volume.
Yeah, I'm
Which
still
is-
struggling with that.
I mean, yeah, it's that one specifically is just a bit of a pain in the ass, but you know, it's whatever.
It is
Maybe
giving
get
me
back to
Valley
doing
Girl a little bit.
The straw exercises, so
yeah.
I can like push my pitch range again.
That's the issue, is that the way that I've got it right now, it sounds very Valley Girl-esque because I'm making my voice very bright. And what I want is I want a like oh my god, don't fucking kill me. Like Chloe Price from Life is Strange, or like Ashley Johnson from The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Something that's a little more like it's not necessarily like feminine, but it is still identifiably a girl voice. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, what exercises do you do? I'm really curious. Oh,
I don't know really. I kind of just wing it a little bit.
oh, fuck.
It's very good for just winging it.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. It is, yeah.
I would say a lot of it has to do with copying other trans femmes. Genuinely, copying other trans femmes is like the best thing you can do.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, a lot of trans femme people on the internet have a documented history that you can see their voice changing over time. I think the best example that I could give is Penny Parker from Snapcube. She has a documented history of the way that her voice has changed over time. And, like, her voice is gorgeous. But she also does fucking Sonic's voice in the real-time fandubs.
Right.
And, you know, it's not like she makes Sonic sound super like, oh, hi, I'm Sonic. She's very much like, whoa, what's up, guys?
Whoa! One!
It's pronounced GIF.
Whoa, he's bisexual. I didn't know that.
By the way,
I am bisexual. Oh shit.
How important do you think recording and playing back your voice is?
Very, I think. I mean, that's just like my theater experience too.
I think it's only like important if you don't have any
Bless you.
media with your voice in it. Like I listen back to my voice, well, more than most people because I'm an actress and a voice actress at that. So there's a lot of media with my voice in it.
Hmm.
Oh, cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, what kind of like media do you usually act in?
I am in right now. I would say audio dramas, but I've recently shifted a little bit to try to be a little more professional. So got a whole new setup, whole new mic, audio panels, the works. Saved up a load of money for this. Perks of living with your parents, then they don't charge you.
Well, depends.
Well, yeah, no, I said. That's why I said perks of living with your parents, and they don't charge you.
Ah, didn't hear the and.
Yeah.
This little fat ass fucking mole. I'm so hungry. I sure wish I had a carbo cookie. Who the fuck asked, bro?
Hey, don't diss him. He just wants a carbo cookie.
I don't got no fucking carbo cookies for this fat fuck. The fuck? So fat, like, dude, this bitch is so fat. She's like sitting in a bucket and can't get out. The fuck?
She's just living her best fucking life.
I think we need to fucking worry less about the carbo cookie and more about getting the fuck out that bucket. What are we talking about?
She's just chilling. She's got a good view.
What view? What view? She's not even looking the right way. She's looking at this fucking house over here with this fucking plant. The fuck? We're not even looking at the fucking canyon back here.
Nah, she's looking at a
Maybe she
fucking
looked up-
Italian
maybe
plumber
she-
running around and looking like.
Well, not for long, fucker. I'm out of here.
Maybe she would
Hey,
join
y'all,
us
it was,
for the damn carbo
It was
cookie.
nice talking. I gotta head out though.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
No.
Night. Oh, and Robin Brew asked if he could join.
Yeah. Come on. No,
Oh,
not come on it. Uh-oh.
I
Oh,
forgot.
no. Okay.
Hi, Brew. We're just talking about like girly shit, like this fat fuck mole that was just in the bucket.
But
Bullying that
yeah,
poor
I'm in recently I've been in a visual novel and a lot of non-paid stuff. But I did get a paid project recently. That was someone's college thesis project. And that premiered a little bit ago, and that was fun. But I don't know if it's like on YouTube. It was really fun to do though, because I've never like been in an animation before.
Oh, it's animated. Ooh, that sounds really fun. That's awesome.
Yeah. I also like to do live theater if I can, but I'm very much a Shakespeare crazy. I have a funny theater story actually. After I graduated from high school, I had auditioned right before like the actual graduation day. I auditioned for a theatrical production of Much Ado About Nothing, and
Ooh.
I was like, I'm going to audition for a female part because I want to try to play a major female lead, and I auditioned for Beatrice, and then they were like, hey, we really, really, really liked your performance. Would you be willing to play other characters aside from the ones that you auditioned for? And I was like, yeah, of course. So then they cast me as Benedict, which, for those of you who don't
I'd be
know
mad.
anything about Much Ado About Nothing, is the male counterpart to Beatrice.
I'd be so pressed. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I wasn't even mad because that was funny as fuck.
That's so fucked up. You asked for hey bro, you cast for Beatrice and then they cast you for a guy with dick in his name. That's crazy.
Literally says
It's
been a
so
dick.
funny.
Like,
So fucked up.
It was so funny, and it was also really fun. So I had no quarrels with
Oh
it.
hell yeah.
I mean, I literally still performed it. I could have said no.
hello, Bread. How are you? Talking to Bread in chat. Everyone say hi to Bread right now.
Oh hi Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Red, I need you to help me. I'm trapped in DitCon in a Locos Tacos basement, please. I need you to help me out here, man. Let me out. Please. What's up, Pete? Well, I'm not a merchant, so I am not in fact Pete.
You
What?
shall not be saved.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put you in the basement of a Locos Tacos.
That is such an ominous fucking message without any context.
That reminds me of this one time I was on stream for for Robbie Dude, and I had previously gotten into into a bit of a fight with Robbie Dude on their own server. I forget exactly what it was, but it was all like fun and games and shit. And they challenged me to a Tetris tournament, and I was like, "Oh, cool, Tetris!" And I tried to open it on my phone, and I got my ass handed to me.
No.
And so then in the next stream I could make it in. The first thing I said in chat is, "Do you forgive me for my transgressions?" And Robbie said, "Oh, shit. Person who I've never seen in chat before just said, 'Do you forgive me for my transgressions?' I guess, dude." And then that was the end of it. I think they were playing like Sonic 06. It was really funny.
That sounds like something that we should ask to Vinesauce, Vinny.
Vinny,
Yeah.
do you think that we could get Vinny here?
100%. Let me DM him right now. I actually have him on speed dial.
Vinny, please.
Vinny, get
It
on
would not be
stream and
good.
talk about how Raiden squeezed your hog.
I mean, it's not like I don't have my connections. I've got certain connections.
And they're not here? The fuck?
Yeah, because I'm friends with them, not for the fact that they're, you know, micro-celebs, and I'm friends with them because they're...
Come on, I need the clout. I'm fucking around. I'm pretty sure I would enjoy them as people. Maybe. Okay, here and here. Wait, was it? So what are our thoughts on Super Mario, guys?
Mario seems very super.
But I'm super duper.
Yo.
Honestly, bread is real. Like the stream. Do it right now. I need clout.
I did.
I think we need to bomb Bialystok, actually.
What?
Yeah.
In Among Us, right? Right, YouTube?
Yes, and Among Us.
I didn't hear what you said after Misha bombed us, so I was debating whether to say it.
In Among Us, YouTube, we're bombing the stream right now.
Gang, I think that you're digging yourself into a further hole by continuing to use that specific word.
Oh look, I got a fright bomb!
A fright, like
In Mario RPG.
Fright Nights at Freddy's. Is that
Totally forgot you were streaming. That is my bad.
No, you're fine, it's chill.
no,
I am literally ban-worded.
accidentally said posted in front of millions.
Yeah, I have a bunch of Stormcloaks I have to kill now.
We need to get this stream onto a random billboard in Times Square. True. I'm just saying, if Royal Kingdom can do it,
Look, all we gotta do is we've gotta pay any amount of attention to any countries that are not the G7. Literally any countries. Like speed.
all right, Qatar, here I come.
No. I meant the cool ones, like fucking Indonesia. Not the Qatar, not the people.
Oh,
in
what's
Qatar
the-
are not cool. I just don't rock with your government too much.
For a couple of reasons. La, 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 la. MJ, have you played this game before?
I played a little bit past where you are right now, and then I was like, you know, I don't really care.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm just like, eh.
Oh wait, the VC's full. Oh no!
Red
The
wants it.
VC's full. Red can't join.
Oh,
I can make my departure. And then red.
no, you're chill. Brad, join one of the other VCs and I can drag you in. Why is Discord so quiet through the stream? I know MJ for sure is quiet.
That's because I'm far away from my microphone. Now I just turned up the game though, so.
Hello, Brad. Are we breading it?
Hello, Brad.
being
I'm
breaded
breading
right
it.
now.
I'm breading it. Me at chicken.
You know me, just going against the grain.
Ha ha. Shut the fuck up.
You know me and chicken, I'm on that shit.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Chicken Jackie.
You know me and that you know me and that grilled cheese. I'm pressing it.
You know me in that the BLT community. I'm always forgetting about that G.
I feel like the G forgets about the B quite a bit.
No, you see, the BLT community is always working with lasagna because the G moves in silence.
Wait, I thought the L was for lettuce.
No, the L is actually for Leninism.
Oh. Bacon, Lennon, and tomato.
True.
Hmm.
It's actually bacon, Lenin, and transgender.
Would you eat a transgender?
I mean,
Okay, what do you mean by that's the real question? Like, we need to know this before we.
what do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, like, listen.
I feel like I'm pretty clear with what I asked.
I feel like you could be
Listen,
clearer.
that's 2025. You're never too clear with what you're asking.
Ain't a good actor.
I'll let you join my minions. You can thank me later.
That's right. You got to come up with a name for your community, right? Like your Robin Knights or what? Ah, man, what could
Wait,
be a good?
I'll let you join my minions. Does that mean that Bowser just invited Mario to the Polycule?
Yeah, we have 4 people and going strong.
I like the Robin Polycule.
Well, I don't know if you want a YouTuber to have their community known as a polycule. That can come across as a bit like
No,
drama
I
bait.
know.
Oh,
I'm not.
Every subscriber is part of the polycule.
Community being-
Oh jeez.
Oh, I thought they were picking like an in-game like community name for like the Mario and Friends. Like I thought we had to name Bowser's Harem.
Bowser's Harem Story. You know, Monarch, there is a game called Bowser's Inside Story.
Oh.
I wanted to play Bowser's Inside Story so much as a kid.
It's so fucking good, you still need to.
I had no idea.
This guy's called a Sniffster.
That's how I'm feeling right now with how much my fucking nostril is fucking killing me. Now gamers,
Yeah, what's up?
and gamers. I tire of this. I shall make my departure.
No.
Actually.
I'm just
No,
kidding. No. You
Genuinely, I do need to. I'm gonna.
if you need a rest, you know you gotta rest.
Go take a shower, like a hot shower. It'll help clear up the shit.
I might.
That'll be the third shower I've taken this day.
And? Can you take enough?
That's so much. But it's so much water.
Call the allergies to a duel. I'm gonna duel.
You know, aside from the fact that, you know, water is actually, like, the concern about, like, clean drinking water is actually very real. When I was a kid, I thought that the reason why, we were worrying about, having enough water to drink is because when I heard that only 3% of the world's water is drinkable, I thought that meant that, there was not enough drinkable water to go around for every human, not realizing how much 3% is in comparison to the ocean.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Also, not realizing that there are water purification plants that exist. I was like, I think 9. So, I do give myself a little bit of a break there, considering literally 9 years old.
Fuck them kids, to be honest. If you're stupid, you're stupid. Sorry, that was mean.
Do you hate? Do you,
But-
do you live in a place of hate?
By the way,
A little
y'all, real quick, anyone else listening to the stream while in the Discord and like having a weird echo?
Oh, probably. I have the.
that's probably 'cause you're
video
listening to the
muted
stream.
while-
Yeah.
Oh.
You can
that makes
just turn
sense.
down the stream on Discord or on YouTube.
Yeah.
Though, I do have a
makes sense.
question. Does the Discord sound good whenever you talk, Brad?
Oh, whenever I talk.
Yeah.
1 second, let me hear myself in the stream. Yeah, it comes through fine.
Okay,
It's
cool.
just that I sound weird because I'm listening to my own voice through a speaker, and it's like, it sounds so cringe, you know? Like, what the hell? I usually sound more bass than this.
We were just having this conversation. MJ, before you go, can you voice Booster?
Can I voice Booster?
Yeah.
What does Booster look like? Okay.
Oh, who's that funny fellow?
I'm Booster, and this is my famous tower of amusement. Normally, I welcome visitors to play with me and my snifters,
I don't like the way that he says Sniffsters.
but they're my snifters. However, a girl fell out of the sky and into my lab recently. Since then, I've been busy keeping her happy and entertained.
He just looks like a more chopped Wario, doesn't he?
Well,
Wario,
see, I
if he
didn't
went on a
realize
cut.
that was, I didn't realize that was a beard.
Worry we have at home.
I no longer have the time to play, so please enjoy yourself at your own risk. That is.
Ah.
That was a wonderful.
There you
No,
go.
oh, there he is. The sneaky little crap.
Please refrain from bothering Booster. Dude.
Please refrain from.
Oh, yo, Sniffs are squaring up?
Please refrain from bothering Booster. We really don't like him. Anyway, I don't get paid enough to stop you from bothering Booster.
I don't get paid enough to stay alive.
Whatever. Just like, you can't even reach him from there anyway, so, like...
Got a flower tab.
Yeah. Maybe I really should have taken that job at Burger World. This job sucks.
Is there a Burger World in the fucking Mushroom Kingdom?
I don't know. Maybe? Mayhaps. That's the rule of improv, yes ands. What,
Isn't
are
it
you-
like
are you
fucking at the Nintendo World there are burgers but they're all mushroom based?
gonna-
Oh.
I think so.
Mushroom
went
burgers
to-
are actually pretty good as far as I know.
Well, yeah,
Oh, just
mushrooms
like
are
that.
pretty meaty, honestly.
I had an
Hmm.
eggplant burger one time. That was pretty good.
I fucking
The-
love mushrooms. I love mushrooms so fucking much. They're so fucking good. God,
If-
I love mushrooms.
We're talking about like regular restaurant mushrooms, bro.
Yes, I
I-
know.
Okay.
I also
Just making
did get
sure.
the chance to go to Nintendo Land in Universal Osaka, and the stuff that was really like delicious that they had was they had like a 1-up shroom. I think it was like a pie pizza kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
with mushrooms, and
Oh,
it tasted really good.
I just killed myself in Skyrim. Damn.
I think you're the first
Thank you
person
for
that's
clarifying.
like complimented the Nintendo World food, to be honest.
It was pretty good, honestly. Well, I'm complimenting the Nintendo Land in Osaka's food, which I assume probably, like, Japan probably has better laws around, like, the quality of the food and the ingredients that they're using.
I see.
I didn't say shit about the Universal in Florida, but that's also because it's fucking Florida.
I'm just surprised that like all the shit isn't vandalized over there.
The Nintendo shit?
The one in Florida.
Is it just all of Universal Studios in Florida?
Well, the one that we were just talking about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there probably is vandalism. There's really good at cleaning it up.
I just
there's
don't.
whole-
Oh my god.
There's whole sections of time when you just can't enter the park. So they probably get everything cleared up then.
Sniff.
Sneeze.
Sniff.
I did actually go to Universal Orlando as a kid. It was like that and occasionally going to like Six Flags for hella cheap with my friends, and like twice, and then the Universal Osaka thing are like the only times that I've really gone to theme parks, and most of that happened when I was like after 18. Only one of those happened when I was like a kid. And going to Universal Florida, was actually pretty chill. I got to go to the Jimmy Neutron ride that got closed down right after and replaced with the Despicable Me ride. I was the last group to ride the Jimmy Neutron ride.
Whoa.
And how was it?
I don't remember much of it. It was like one of those 4D experience things.
Whoa. Did you like have a brain blast like the Jimmy Neutron from his show Jimmy Neutron?
Guys, it's Super
Brain
Mario.
Blast is,
Me when I'm
Brain Blast is-
blasting.
Oh. I don't know.
Brain Blast is what I call me after I exercise, but I don't drink enough water, so I end up getting a migraine.
So just a migraine, okay.
Yeah.
Hey yo, what they do to this Mario?
They fucking crunched his bits.
It made him super.
Oh.
Yo,
But I'm super
that's
duper
fucked up.
with a tuper.
Getting,
Super
who's getting their
duper,
bits
if-
crunched at 12:49.
Super Mario.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Put it on the red.
Thank you. You knew exactly which one. I
Let's
was
go.
referencing.
I did that musical in high school, actually.
Wait, that's a musical?
Yeah, Young Frankenstein.
Not the only Mel Brooks thing that was musical. The Producers is also like the main musical that he did. I think. Didn't he have one more musical as well?
Probably. I can't
feel
think of
like-
it right now, though.
12 Chairs was mainly musical. Can you believe he's still alive?
Mel Brooks?
Mm-hmm. He's like pushing 100. Yeah, he's 98.
Jesus. That's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
He is crazy.
Lucky. You want to see something cool?
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
Oh,
Sure.
the Yoshi? Whoa.
Holy shit. Fucking gun.
Weakness.
A weakness.
It's like, yeah, if I got shot too.
It looks like Mel Brooks wrote the book to a musical called All American, which is set on the campus of a fictional Southern Baptist Institute of Technology. The worlds of science and sports collide when the principles of engineering are applied to football strategies, and football strategies are used to teach the principles of engineering. The techniques of a Hungarian immigrant, Professor Fedorsky, proved to be
Fedorsky?
successful. Fedorsky.
Oh
Proved to be successful, resulting in a winning team, and he finds himself the target of a Madison Avenue ad man who wants to exploit his newfound fame.
Incredible.
And then there was one more that was not the producers and Young Frankenstein, apparently. He had something to do. Yeah, okay. He helped to write the book with Joe Darren for Shinbone Alley.
Why have I heard that one?
It's based on the album Archie and Metabelle, a back alley opera, which in turn was based on Archie and Metabelle, which is fictional characters created in the 1916 by Don Marquis, a columnist for the Evening Sun newspaper in New York City. Archie is a cockroach and Metabelle an alley cat. And it focuses on poetic cockroach Archie, who wasn't strong enough to depress the typewriter's shift key. Alley Cat, am I just pronouncing it wrong? Mehitabel? With her relationship with a theatrical cat, Tyrone T. Tattersall, and Tomcat Big Bill under the watchful eye of the newspaper man, the voiceover narrator, and only human being in the show. This is like old. This is began in 1954.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that would have been when he was like 30.
Huh?
Oh, hey, it was one of the first Broadway shows to feature a fully integrated cast.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
Oy.
I'm in between like being sober and being drunk right now.
Did you have something to drink? Oh yeah, you said you had a
I
Bahama
did.
Mama.
Yeah, I had a Bahama Mama. I don't know. I'm pretty like I am able to keep down my alcohol, right? But at the same time, though, I don't know if it's just because I haven't been drinking a lot, like for the past few weeks or something. But like this time it hit really hard, but I feel like it's fading really fast.
Hmm. Do you typically have like a strong tolerance, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, you saw me whenever I went down to Austin. Like I didn't. It's not like I couldn't drink and still operate. It's just that I don't know. I really don't know what's going on this time. Maybe it's just I'm not drinking as often.
Makes sense. It's almost midnight. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna stay in the call. So.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, here, hold on. Let me.
Everyone say goodbye, chat.
Say your favorite slur.
Okay.
Bye, chat.
Goodbye.